Greetings, dear respected audience. This is Estamala, your firstly and successful global educator, corporate trainer, SDG, ESG, and technology enthusiast from Malaysia. Our dedicated project team of Elegant Empire Education welcomes you to the Real Talk with Experts Sustainable Development Goals Research Forum, offering quality education for all. We gladly welcome Assistant Professor Dr. Anjum Qureshi, our moderator and project leader for this SDG Research Forum. In this forum, we will explore transformative strategies that empowers communities through knowledge. Together, let us engage in insightful discussion that inspires action and fosters collaboration for a sustainable future with our honorable, respected panelists, Coach Jana Balkin from Germany. I'll give a brief intro about her because this is the first event she's attending in this year. So just for the new followers and our audience, yeah. Coach Jana Balkin is an international speaker, business coach, and digital transformation strategist with over 25 years of leadership experience in ICT, spanning finance, software, and emerging technologies. As the founder of S2B Connected, she supports organizations in mastering complex change through integration-led strategy, cultural transformation, and sustainable leadership. Coach Jana is a passionate advocate for the UN Sustainable Development Goals, with a particular focus on empowering women in tech, inclusive innovation, and responsible digital growth. As a mentor for the Plug and Play Germany, she guides startups on the journey from vision to impact. In addition to her advisory work, Coach Jana lectures at University of Applied Science in Munich, where she teaches topics like blockchain, robotic process automation, and the digital economy, making real-world innovation accessible to the next generation of tech and business leaders. With her deep technical expertise, hands-on mindset, and value-based approach, Coach Jana inspires audience across Europe to lead transformation with clarity, courage, and purpose. Thank you for joining us in this vital conversation. Welcome, Coach Jana.
Welcome, and thank you so much for this invitation.
Yeah, most welcome. And now I would like to invite Dr. Anjum to take over. Dr. Anjum, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Dr. Hassan, and greetings to everyone. I would like to welcome our esteemed panelist for today, Jana Balkin from Germany. Today we'll be discussing on another very interesting topic, that is beyond training, preparing organization for continuous transformations. Yes, when we talk about training, it is in all the fields that we need to train the people according to the technological advancements that are happening around, according to the changes that are happening around, whether it is agriculture, whether it is education, healthcare sector, everywhere we need to concentrate on one thing, that is upskilling everyone. And upskilling, yes, training is very, very important. Because sometimes when we talk about the technological advancement, one thing that the people complain is that they lack the skilled professionals. So now to discuss more on this, I would like to start with the discussions. To start with it, I would like to ask my first question to our esteemed panelists today, that how can organizations move beyond training to create a culture of continuous learning and transformation aligned with SDG 8?
It is a very interesting question, Dr. Anjum. It's also about organization need to make learning part of their daily work. So that means learning and also trainings is part of each new project, each activity. And I foster approach of learn, train, adopt. So if you at first you have to discover, you have to analyze what is ongoing, what are the researchers are saying, and so on, to train yourself then in a dedicated part of technology, and then just to start with the MVP and so on in each organization. We can't ignore anymore that IT is part of every organization. So this was my answer to your question. Currently, I would just stay on this because it's about, we can also go further. What is adaptation? Yeah, you can create hackathons inside in your organization to create also loyalty programs for your teams, for your people, that they stay with you. So let's take a example like AI adoption. For marketing purposes, take it as an example, take it with your organization to ask, who is creating the best picture with the AI tools you have on the hands? And this AI, this picture, we will use for our next marketing campaign. But before we do this, we do also a voting. Yeah, so that means people have to come together with the technology, not just sitting there in front of the technology, also starting to learn, to discuss, to discover and to reflect. And this is something we have to learn again after all this pandemic parts and so on, where we moved into into such kind of tunnel. Yeah, so to learn to interact with each other, also to criticize in a professional way, to adjust, to make the best out of it. It's not just that some person has a nice, I would say, how he can prompt. Yeah, he has also to share how he is prompting, what drives him or her to such nice result, what we then use as a marketing. So we can learn to exchange. This is a discipline we need to learn again. Even we save time with AI during the day, but we have then time to explore and to discuss a bit more. Yeah.
Yeah. So do you need the slide? Please let me know when you need it. Yeah.
Yeah, I would the slides. We can go just through the slides, and then we continue with some questions. Dr. Anjum, if you like to have here some interactive discussion, would be nice.
Yeah. Okay, I'll add it to the stage.
Yeah. Let's move on. It's about the brighter future. Yeah, we like to create for 2030. In education should not prepare people for one career, and this is not even anymore the part of our life. We don't have only one career. We have several careers, and even with the longevity approach, we will have also a long time. We don't have anymore 3 decades, 3 parts of life. Sections, parts of our life. We will have the childhood, we have then the education part, we will have then the second part to have your profession, to get your families and so on. And until your retirement and after your retirement and so on, you will still do something differently. So we need the kind of work is changing, and also the kind how you have to prepare your next phase of life is differently, and has also to do with education and training yourself to create curiosity. And this is continuous learning, how to keep curiosity in your life, not take it as a fear, take it as a chance to improve. And this is sometimes theory, of course. You have to improve it by yourself. You have to find a way how to get motivation out of it to do it. So this is something where we can move in. And the future is now why traditional training is no longer enough. So this is what I said, we need to adopt. The technology is moving so fast and so dynamic that we are not able just to at first to train and to learn a lot and to discover and make research. We have to find people that give us a short recap. And they have to give us a short recap to also what they understood, what they learned. And with this recap, we just take it and try to find the solution, a technology solution for organization. This means it's not anymore that each organization is driving his own research department. We will have to rely to universities, we have to rely to startups. They did a dedicated team, and we have to find ways how to integrate this this already done work into our organizations, in our business models, in our to make the next steps to save time as well. So this kind of efforts, universities and also startups getting money from the government to do such kind of activities, as well. And this has to be reused for the companies and organizations. They also feed this organization like university with their taxes and so on. So this is a circle economy as well, as a different kind of talking about circle economy. So we to survive, there are people, they are creative, they are innovative, and and they are also helping us in the traditional organization to go further. So the lifelong upskilling procedure will be also like a startup. You can take in-house hackathons as well to move on with this adoption phase, to give them the trust and the safe room and space doing something. Dr. Anjun, do you have some questions about this topic as well? You are muted.
Yeah, sorry. Yes, of course. Here, like in this side, you are telling about trainings. So, we also talk. You also talk about how beyond training, if we think that we should be going for different types of events like hackathons, where and many other things where the people, whether they're the mentors or the professionals or the students, they can be exchanging knowledge. That will be a very great thing. Now, the next thing that I would like to know here is like, what strategies can help the employees adapt to the future industry and the technology changes? Because we know that everything is changing, the industrial requirements are changing, the technology is changing. So how what kind of strategies should we need to help the people to adapt to future industries?
Yeah, this is the point. We create safe environments. Yeah, we have to create safe environments where we can move on in a safe environment to showcase, to explore, to find ideas. So this is one of the strategies, and also interdisciplinary collaboration and hands-on experience. Finally, to bring your people across different silos together to explore something together. So that means a startup or even a kind of new technology is not just a job of one department. You need the requirements coming from your business people, from an IT perspective, coming from your business people. You have to translate it. You have to connect the dots to find a new solution. And on the other hand, even with the opportunity to use AI, you also being faster with vibe coding capabilities to showcase something, to shorten up the way of development. So you can move on in this space, in the safe space, working with AI, exploring, make the vibe coding development, and give this also into the kind of assessment which solution, the best solution should work.
Yes, of course. The challenge, I think, like you have said, it has shifted. And if we talk about the future ready organization, we need to talk more about on collaborating, because nowadays, if we talk about any single field, we cannot just concentrate on any particular field at a time. We need collaborations, we need knowledge sharing, and we need to work across. So yes, of
Yep.
course. And regarding upskilling, that was a very beautiful point. Lifelong upskilling, that is very, very important, like, as we talk about continuous learning every day. The
Yeah.
next thing that I would like to know from you is that what leadership practices are needed for driving continuous transformation across organizations?
This is also an interesting question. What we need to have really as leaders is to continue to be curious and also target oriented. So to help people to create the trust together. So to let also new ideas coming up, discussing this, deciding this in a democratic way, demonstrate also openness to continuous learning. So that means also it's sometimes easy to say, when you are in a business, you are a business owner, you have to earn money, on the end. It's not just for fun, but you can use these capabilities of continuous learning as well to create capabilities or find better ways or easier ways to adopt something what you have already in place. and give this the room also to let people come together from the different disciplines to find new ways and new solutions. And the other part, what also the leadership should not just focus on technology. The human part is very, very important. We call it so-called the soft skills. Yeah, speak about communication, speak about also conflict management capabilities to also to avoid fears in the organization and respecting all the voices within the organization. This is important. Innovation happens just in this moment, when all the parameters in an organization are coming together. And here, just the example is about the ecosystem, for continuous learning and adoption. Yeah, this is what I also mentioned before. Is this the part of who is doing what and how we can also use these capabilities of this organization to be faster and be easier to adopt. Universities, as I said, research, future talent, development, mentor coaches for culture adoptions, to discuss, to open the room, to understand what are the obstacles, what are the pitfalls currently, what is stopping us to be innovative. Then public institution, policies and infrastructure. You need this infrastructure set up. You need the internet capabilities and so on. And you need also even data centers where the AI capabilities can run there. Yeah, we have startups, the accelerators for innovation. We have SMEs. They need agility and challenges. They have this currently. And they can use startups to make it better happen and be more agile. And we have technology providers, they enable this scalability. And this is the part where we also have to discuss how, also now in nowadays discussions about data sovereignty and so on. Yeah, we have also, this is a mindset topic. What does it mean, data sovereignty? How we get this happen? How we can protect ourselves? How we make a dual vendor strategy, for example, to be not so affected by some single decisions and so on. Yeah, they are just on the end blocking your business. Understanding what are the critical paths for your business, how long you can be disabled from the world, how long you will survive, and so on. And this is something where this continuous learning needs to be done as well. What does it mean, data sovereignty? How much is possible to be in our current development paths? Mm-hmm.
Yes, of course. And as you said, when we talk about innovation, and we actually need collaboration, because yes, innovation happens in ecosystem, and no organization can innovate alone anymore, as you said.
Mm-hmm.
And as you mentioned about the universities, the startups, the mentors, coaches, public institutions, but those are all different pillars. These are all different stakeholders that need to work together. Now,
Yes.
if we try to explore about this collaboration and working together more, so I would just like to ask, how can partnerships between industry, academia, and the government it will strengthen transformation efforts?
No one of them can do anything alone. Yeah, so they need each other. They rely to each other, because it also takes too much time. So if you are to create your speed, you become more agile. Yeah, you need the capabilities universities are providing, startups bringing in, academia is doing the research activities, and even the talents, they are coming from here. If you don't have this education system, maybe you will have a leak of resources. They bring the right skill into your organizations. Yeah? But on the other hand, you need also the capabilities to create a future, to say where we want to be, create a storyline, what is in for everybody, to have here also the opportunity to work in your purpose. So because if you are just being, I would say, affected to lose something, how you can create something with impact. Yeah. So impact comes when you are free, when you have the capability to be free and work with people. They influence each other to creating this so fantastic flow of innovation. Yeah, finally. And an innovation is every change. Every simple change is a kind of innovation in your standard procedures you have. So innovation doesn't mean you have to be fancy all the time. Innovation means where you make an impact in your organization already.
Yeah, that was a wonderful statement, in fact, because innovation is where you make some impact. Because every time people only think they're doing something new, and many times, but yes, they make something new, they try something new, the students come up with new ideas, but how much they implement it and how much those implementations are able to reach the common people or reach the society or to make some change in the society, that is not always being done. Yes, of course, if we talk about innovation means we need to actually work over something which can make a small change in the society, which can make an impact. And especially if we talk about the different challenges that we are facing today, the different kind of problems, the way we usually talk about local problems. So how we can find solutions to these local problems. This is what innovation is really about. Thank you for such a wonderful answer. And yes, one more thing. One last question for you. Like till now, we have been discussing about training, about collaborations. So if we talk like beyond, if we talk about beyond measuring training completion or certifications, so what indicators should organizations use to evaluate whether continuous transformation initiatives are creating real impact on people, performance, and innovation?
Yeah, absolutely. And you already answered this with your question on the end. Yeah, it's about how you create impact. If you establish an OKR system in your organization, you will also understand with the lean principles. Yeah, do we have the right skills? How we can train each other? You send people to trainings. They often just go to the training. How you ask them what you have learned. How you ask them, can you also educate your other people within your team? Did you do this? You exchanged this in the last team meeting, what you have learned? What was your takeaway? Or was it just a kind of, I would say, incentivization for yourself? So, and this is something we need also to understand when we go out for trainings. It's not just to have an additional certificate in your CV. It's about you get this training, sometimes also paid by your organization. This is also something what you have to give back to your organization, what you learned. You have to adopt this. You have to use it. Otherwise, it makes no sense. Otherwise, it's just schrankware. And this is not helping no one. Yeah? Even the certificate, it has no value on the end if you are not on the end moving into practice. Yeah, so this means help create sustainable business improvements over time through continuous learning. Doesn't mean always continuous learning has to have a certificate. It's always just learn, train, adopt in a team. Yeah, of course, some countries, and I am in such a country, we are looking very much about certificates. Yeah, when you apply to a job and so on, you need a certificate and so on. But I think this will also change for the future. Even universities and so on, is to bring more people out. They are able to discuss, to collaborate, and even also to be brave to ask questions, yeah, and critical questions to reflect what comes out. And is this what the system is providing you as an answer? Is really something what you would also sign with your blood on the end? Yeah, it's is it correct? Yes or no? And this is something where we have to move into. And this is what is the basis for doing this, being able doing this. You need to learn the fundamentals. The fundamentals can also be taught by AI, yeah, for sure. But if you have understood this, this is then on the end where you create impact. This is my kind of giveaway for this, and this way I also have to implemented my learn, train, adopt approach, because the adoption is the part, and the adoption part is also the part where I am sitting with my students on the end and mentor them that they find a way, if it is feasible, also to fulfill the task within their seminars and so on. It's not the complex solution, the one they will win. The solution which is also possible to be solved within a dedicated time and can be adopted for future enhancements. This is something, we have to learn. We are not always fantastic, only we have finished solution to present. I have also students, they have maybe no result on the end. So then I ask the question, why? What is the reason for? Can you please give us the feedback to reflect, to make the disputation, what you could do differently in the next time for the next, implementation, something like that, that they take something with for life and how to change and how they could approach this. So this means cultural, profound, and human. Every transformation is this and not just technical transformation. Also to understand that every team member has his role and has to be respected and to be efficient on the end, yeah, not to have too much noises about non-clear roles and activities. And if you speak with your AI and you have your own agent, you have to train this agent like a person. Does this agent know what he has to do? Does he has the right knowledge? Does this agent give the right results? Then you have to take with them as well a kind of appraisal, yeah, on the end. And you will say, agent, I throw you away because you are not fulfilling what you have to do. But on the end, I was the person who trained this agent. No one else. This is my responsibility.
Yes, of course, because when the most important thing that you said today, like we need to value the people, we need to respect the people. Everyone works in his own, is on in his or her own way. We need, and this is something which is actually lacking nowadays. The people expect us, to work and work and work, but when it comes to like evaluation, when it comes to like paying you for your work, so it is something where there is a large gap into it, and this is the reason that sometimes the people just don't like their work, and this is they lose their productivity. They stop, thinking about something new. So yes, that has to be done. And of course, as you talked about trainings, so trainings, you cannot judge a person's knowledge just by the number of certificates he has, because yes, of course, when people go for some kind of training programs or the faculty development programs or MDPs, there are people who will just register and they will just move here and there, just go on here and there. They will be busy with their mobiles and something, but they will not learn. So yes, it is not the number of certificates or the degrees that you have that define your knowledge, but how well you adapt to situations, how well you adapt to learn and try new things. That is also equally very, very important. So that was very a meaningful conversation that we had with lot of knowledge, lots of inputs from your side. And now I think even Dr. Esther has to share something. So over to you, Dr. Esther.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Dr. Anjum. And Coach Jana is really interesting. Like as what, just to add to what Dr. Anjum mentioned, is not how many certificates you have, how many courses you have attended, but the application of what you have gained from those, sessions which you attended. It be seminars, or any conferences and all that, and even trainings. Yeah, as we know, the students must be exposed to applications. So whatever assignments we give, they will comfortably, I think I mentioned in my last forum, whatever assignments the teachers or lecturers are giving the students, they comfortably do it very fast. Very fast because they have the assistance of AI. Some are good, some are not that polished. Yeah, some are very polished. Quietly, they acquire all this knowledge to make their life easier because they don't want to spend a lot of time studying or on homeworks, right? So we have to, or the educators must bring out whatever they produce from their own mouth and actions. So presentation, yeah, asking students to do their presentation, like what I think just now Coach Jana did also mention. uh, Ask them to come and present what they have done. Okay, the assignments, talk about the assignments. What is the what are the models you create, how it could help mankind, how it could help to resolve problem. So now we have to focus, since we have AI to facilitate the studies and our finding, our research. So I think it is only right if we go further, step further, and ask students to do problem solving with your finding, with what you have learned, with your, what you produce, how this can facilitate problem solving in any industry. I think that will be very powerful. The students will know what actually they have done. Yeah, Coach Jana, you have, I think you have some more.
Yeah, the critical thinking is also something what people need. Yeah, the critical thinking and the problem solving. Yeah, is this the right solution for this moment? What is blocking me, and so on. Yeah, this is what is very important for leadership, for people, and everybody is his own leader as well. Yeah, because with this AI topic, it's not anymore that we have the pyramid, we have the guru on top, and the rest is just following. The pyramid is just skipping in the different direction. We have a lot of leaders, a lot of gurus. On the end, they are can driving one. Yeah.
Yes, it's just the upside down now. It's no longer this way. It's like this way. Yeah.
Yes.
So yeah, they have to be open. So demonstration of MLO, PS basic models, critical assess of the models, ethics, the ethical usage of AI, yeah, in whatever they do is also a very essential factor in training and learning in this era. Yeah. So, Dr. Anjum, finish the questions. The questions finish.
Yes, I have finished with the questions.
Okay. So, Coach Jana, you would like to say anything?
I would like to say thank you so much for this nice discussion. And as always, a pleasure to be here and also to share my thoughts with the community. And for sure, it's what I say is my thinking and my belief, of course, of best practices. Yeah, but I have to learn from everybody every day as well. So because every day is different.
Yeah, we academics always learn. We have to teachers, and the academics got to learn all the time. If you don't learn, you don't acquire knowledge, latest knowledge, your students will be left out. And you will be left out. Suddenly you find your student is coming up with some new findings and all, and you will be lost. You'll be put to shame. You'll be put to shame when your students bring out something which you are not aware of. So everything got to be at our fingertips. Yeah. So yes, thank you for this amazing session. You have shared a lot. I think there's nothing much for me to discuss about. And Dr. Anjum also did interact with you accordingly, according to a question with what we have presented. So I think our audience have enjoyed the session well. Yeah. And we are looking forward to see you in another session again. Yeah. Coach Jana. Coach Jana, may I know that you are teaching university students? What is the age group you are teaching?
The age group is in this moment, I would sometimes different to say, but I think they are starting with 21 to 25. Yeah.
Young adults.
Yes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Yes.
Yeah, it's not easy, especially now. As I say, they know better than us, so we have to work faster ahead of them. You know, we should be able to answer all their questions. Yeah, I'm very sure it's not easy. Yeah, even the primary, even the primary school student or the high school students, they are really different if you compare to our time. Yeah, so they are very advanced, and they know a lot of things.
And we have to adjust. We have still a lot of things to not to teach, but to share with them. And we have to show also our vulnerabilities, maybe not being able to follow everything, and let then the guys just presenting something what you want to learn. Yeah, it's also an approach to let them know to be your teacher. So they're teaching you. Yeah, why not?
Exactly. I think now in this era, since we know that everybody is comfortable in using AI, so we have to always keep an eye and focus in leading the students towards ethical usage of AI. Otherwise, everything will be ruined. Yeah, will be ruined.
Yeah.
Whatever the knowledge they gain or whatever knowledge that we impart to the students will not be of good use. Yeah, thank you so much, dear audience. Thank you for your time. Yeah, today we had a very pleasant sharing with Coach Jana, who's very experienced, and she's very active and very outspoken coach. She's not like some of them just deliver, what they know just like that. But she is very experienced, so definitely she all her sharing would have benefited you extensively. And till we meet again, next week we have another interesting panelist who's a university lecturer, Dr. Sweta from India. Yeah, let's hear what she got to say about her topic. Thank you so much, Coach Jana, for being with
Thank
us.
you so much.
You're a very busy person, but always, whenever I invite her, she never says no, unless she's traveling. Thank you
Yes.
so much. Thank you. Thank you,
Bye.
Dr. Anju, for hosting this session today. And thank you for all your contribution and wonderful questions, Q&A we had today. Thank you. Bye. See you all
Bye.
again next week. Thank you.
Ciao.
Okay, ended the live. Okay. She's having another
Yeah.
class. Yeah, Dr. Anjum, I wanted to ask you something.
Yeah,
Today you
please.
are okay. Today you are okay. I like the vibes from you today. But past few weeks you are not like you're not well. Wait, what?
Yeah, I was not well.